In this video I would like to talk about Konnektoren und Konjunktionen, especially the syntax von Kausal- und Konsekutiv-Konnektoren. Let's start with those three. Da, weil, zumal. Those will create a Nebensatz. So we start with a Hauptsatz, which will give us a situation, followed by a Nebensatz, a Kausal Nebensatz. Kausal meaning cause, we will get a reason to that situation. So here's our grammar structure. You can pause the video and analyze that later. Here's how we count: position 1, 2, 3 in the Hauptsatz and 1, 2, 3 and so forth in the Nebensatz. Our sample sentence is: Karl kauft ein neues Auto, da sein altes Auto kaputt ist. And the same is true for the connector weil and the connector zumal. So important to know is that we count modules, not words. So this is 1, 2, 3 words, but we count them as one module. That's why these three words together are position 3. Same here, 3 words, one module, therefore only one position for these 3 words. As a consequence, the verb in the Hauptsatz is on position 2, and the verb in the Nebensatz is at the end, as you know. And the connector is on position 1 of this Nebensatz. Now let's look at a connection. Let's look at an exception of this Kausalkonnektoren, which is the word denn. This will create 2 Hauptsätze. So we have on the left side our Hauptsatz, which gives us the situation like before, and here the reason. Again, Karl kauft ein neues Auto, denn sein altes Auto ist kaputt. As you know, this one is itself is a Hauptsatz. Sein altes Auto ist kaputt. So again, this is one module, those 3 words, and one module for these words. So on the Hauptsatz, the verb is on position 2. Second Hauptsatz, the verb is on position 2 as well. And the connector is here, but it's position 0. So we look at that. 1, 2, 3, verb on position 2. But we count from here 1, 2, 3, verb on position 2, because this special connector called denn does not count. We consider it as position 0. Denn is position 0, does not count. We start counting here when the real Hauptsatz begins. That's why the verb in the second Hauptsatz is as well on position 2. Keep that in mind. Now we go to other connectors called also, aus diesem Grund, folglich, daher, darum, deshalb, deswegen. These are consecutive connectors. They will create 2 Hauptsätze, one here, one here. And on the left side we have the Hauptsatz with a reason. Why did it happen? And here what's the consequence, consecutive consequence. So our structure as known before. Sample sentence, now the other way around. Sein altes Auto ist kaputt, that's the reason. Also kauft Karl ein neues Auto. And we count position 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 and so forth on the second Hauptsatz as well. And this is true for these connectors, also, aus diesem Grund, daher, darum, deshalb, deswegen, folglich. Please pay attention to these 3 that start with letter D. I come to that in a moment. So, in the first Hauptsatz, of course, the verb is on position 2. Then the connector is on position 1. And here the special thing is that the verb and the subject change position. Normally the verb is here, but it changed position. So subject and verb exchange position. That's why the verb is still on position 2, but not the subject, but the connector is on position 1. Consecutive Hauptsatz. Now we go to these connectors, warum, weshalb, weswegen. They will create Nebensatz, left side Hauptsatz with a reason, and the Nebensatz gives us the cause. The structure, the grammar structure, the counting of the words, sample sentence. Sein altes Auto ist kaputt, warum Karl ein neues Auto kauft. And the same is true for weshalb and also weswegen. So the verb here in the Hauptsatz, of course, is on position 2, and in a Nebensatz, of course, the verb is at the end. So why is this a Nebensatz and the connector is on position 1? Because these three words here are actually W-Fragewörter, question words with W. And if you have a sentence, after the comma you use one of these W-Fragewörter, you will automatically trigger a Nebensatz. And the same is true for the word wer, wie, wo, was, wieso. All of these are W-Fragewörter which will create a Nebensatz if they are after the comma. Our last topic now is inversion, if the Nebensatz stands before the Hauptsatz. So normally we start with the Hauptsatz here, followed by the Nebensatz. Our example is the same. Karl kauft ein neues Auto, da sein altes Auto kaputt ist. So the verb in the Hauptsatz is on position 2, and in a Nebensatz at the end, as you know. So in inversion, we start with the Nebensatz first, followed by the Hauptsatz. And if you compare here the upper Hauptsatz with the lower one, this Hauptsatz is position 1 subject, position 2 is the verb, of course, and so forth. But in an inversion, they change position. The subject goes on position 2 and the verb goes on position 1 in an inversion, if the Nebensatz comes first, followed by the Hauptsatz. Therefore, Nebensatz first, the verb is at the end, and the exception, in an inversion, the verb is on position 1 in an inversion. So, in those connectors that I showed you today, only da, weil, and zumal, those three, you can do an inversion with those. With the others I showed in this video, you cannot do that. Only the three of them can do that. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.